What's the deal? We're back. How are you guys? How's everybody doing? Oh, don't do that. That was a back clap. Shoulder got clapped on that one. Oh, what's new? What up, Hank? 50%, 55, it was 55% with code Wix until yesterday. And if you didn't take advantage of it, was your shoulder in pain? I'm a week into the peptide treatment, and it was a good night, and it was a shitty morning. I woke up like a couple hours ago, just in a lot of pain. But I got a new pain management doctor that I'm going to tomorrow, so we'll see what happens. ADM bottom week first. I don't know. I haven't looked at the chart since yesterday, since Asian session. What does London do to deserve this? What does London, what have they done to deserve this kind of price action? And what the fuck have we done to deserve this? These guys, look at this, 2 a.m., 3 a.m.
Welcome to New York.
Bro.
Yeah.
London be eating. Like, they're not even that pleasant.
They're getting all the love. They're hating on Trump. They're hating on Trump.
I'm kidding. I love all my British people, all my English, all my United Kingdom people. Let me do that. But like, what the fuck? Y'all just move in one direction. Use on a straight and narrow. It's New York being flimsy here.
And you can break it down to the 30 minutes, 15 minutes, almost no red candles. I don't care almost how you break it down. It's straight up.
I don't know. These guys are doing something. Is Trump tweeting middle of the night? He's not doing that no more. He's been pretty decent. This ain't the 2016 Trump. There's no 3 a.m. tweets anymore. So, what's going on? Yeah. I don't know what you guys did to deserve this, or what kind of kickbacks y'all passing down under the table. But this is bullshit. I mean, we still moving on the higher time frame, but like, why are they special? All right. So we've been moving bullish this whole time. Fill the gap. A little 30-minute gap here. Oh, it was a daily gap. All right. Interesting. All right. Got a lot of range to come up and to come down. Look at this, right above where we're at. Once this starts breaking, once we start closing above 33.85, it should be pretty fast up to here, just like this, pushed up. We shall see here. We shall see what kind of closures we get. I'm going to extend this range. 569. It was a good closure, right? Over here. Wait. Lower. Oh, you got that closure an hour before. Look at that. This was at 6:30, so the 7 a.m. candle here. Yep, the 7 a.m. candle already closed above. So on the previous hourly, you started filling the range. Yeah, I mean, the entire range here, the range here is up to 94, 77 to 94. You do have a level at 85 that we just marked off, but that's a reactionary level. Like, you see we had a reaction on the previous candle off that level there, came back down, and now we're kind of holding that support. We should blast through it. So, let's see. Technically, you need the break of highs here. Celery play over here, right? Yeah. So early in the session, I wish this was a bullish candle, a stronger bullish candle. So when we're breaking the previous candle wick, we're also breaking the high. We're not. The most logical positions here are above here, so we'd need closures right now. We can get this kind of bullish candle here, right? Holding bullish momentum here on the 30, maybe at 8:30 we can have buys on break of highs, expecting to fill the range up. Just to build a narrative, like, because we're expecting this to go up. This didn't break the previous candle low. As it forms above these wicks, we bottom wick, and a break of these highs should take us up. It can take you up right now, but I'd want a closure. Technically have one. Very interesting. Funky level here. I think if we can get some closures, I'd say above here, above 33.85, we'll look to come up to 33.94. We'll look for some positions there. So ideally we can get this candle looking something like this, and then we can look for breaks of highs here, right? We're holding a support, closing above the range. We pulled up to this area, we pulled back to drive off of it. So I'm fine with this previous candle stop. Let's see how big that would be. Oh, that would be like roughly 115 pips. No, let's see if we can get a smaller stop, something under 100 pips, under 80 pips. And we will look to come up. Right? For any kind of sells here, we would have to get a heavy bearish candle back in range. And even then, it would have to, we'd probably need closures below 33.69. In this case, I'd probably look for a range 2 breakout, actually take a sell position. So range 2 breakout, right? If this is range 1, this is range 2 breakout below here. Let's see how this prints. Ideally, this comes up. Most likely, it's gonna come up. Just gotta wait. This is so clean on the hourly, though. What's questionable is the fact that we filled this gap here, and once you fill the gap, we can reject. Right? We've pulled up. Look at this push up. This is the level it came back down from. Yeah, it formed the top wick up to here, but this is the level. And now we're tapping that level. You trying a shirt? Nah, get some pants, bro. Try pants here. Think about it. If you go anywhere, would you rather have pants on or a shirt on? I'd rather have pants. Imagine shirt, no pants. That's wild, bro. I can I can understand pants, no shirt. The shirt, no pants. No. Can't have you looking like a homeless 3-year-old. Let's delete all these lines. All these lines, man. These lines. This level's gnawing at me. Did I ask you guys how you guys are doing this morning? How are you guys doing? Sam, congrats on the account. Congrats on that W. It's coming. You might be able to trade on it tomorrow. Congrats on winning that 50K. Hank in the building. Toby, Nate, Thomas. What's up, guys? What's up? Good morning. Beard or no beard? Yeah. I think I'm gonna cut my locks. Yeah. I'm thinking of cutting about like this much off. Gotta lock in some hair for the beard here. Word. Well, shorten, but like still cut them. I gotta cut them. They're at the point now where if I don't put them up and I sit down, they're on the floor. How long you had the locks for? I bought these in 2017. Prime, baby. Yeah. GG's, you got a question? Trust me, chat. He's got a question. Took a buy five. There's the question. Took a buy 530. All right. Perfect. I honestly probably would have waited. This candle had no top wick. So this candle would have had to create one, come down, and then the rebreak of this top wick. Probably this candle, the red candle, would have been entry. And then some more drawdown, and then a push. Ow, ow, ow. Well, it fucked around because it wasn't time yet. Right? 5 a.m. I mean, as it started getting to pre-NY, volume started coming in. Yeah, this is ugly though. Like if you were in here and that broke this low, right? So really probably would have went off the hourly low here. Yo, before I couldn't sleep. My arm was hard at night. Now I sleep through the night. I wake up and then it's like, whoa, this thing. This thing reminds me of itself. Just sends a quick reminder. It takes a little knife and it's like, ah, yo, I'm here. What are you doing? Hello? Did the therapy medical thingy that you did help with? No, I think they're working slowly. I'm doing the peptides. It's been a week of stabbing myself with the little peptide needle. Just it's like it randomly flares up. Like it's like it's a dull pain somewhere in the background, but randomly flares up. Whew. Gotta stand up. Gotta walk. I sit for too long. I start feeling it.
Run, Forrest, run.
What happened? It's moving.
I just sat back down, so I see I'm up about 80 pips.
Nice. Yeah, maybe the celery was valid there. I stepped outside. Take a breath. Take that THC breath.
That's funny because you got on and said you wanted to see it hit 94. And I looked up, my TP was at 93.9. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Oh, man. Wow. Yeah, the damn thing says screw that. Hit a 76 entry, but held for 10 pips. That's your middle name. You gotta change your name to reflect what you do. Regret not taking the celery? No. I just wasn't really sure of it here. Right. No confidence in the trade equals no execution there. Where's 10 pips 9? Yeah, we do have people. Oh, a lot of people at the Zoom door. My bad. I'm just like slouched over. Oh, God, man, I fucking hate complaining about this shit every day, but I'm in pain every day. The mornings suck. Usually the days are alright. You get used to it. Yeah, we just need some range now to be established. It's just too much. Is this right? Yeah, that's right. That's right, GG's. W. James, incredible. Good job. Great job. Yeah, we got a channel in the Discord where you can drop your profits, your pip counts, everything. You can show your results. Hit up the Discord and show us what you're doing. Show us your payout certificates. Share. Hell yeah, we can. This ain't 2021 where it's cringe to show a screen, cropped out screenshot grab of one column of your MT5 or one row of your MT5. You know how people used to do that shit? Everything's red, but they got one big trade. Crop that. Post it. Darn it, leave it, stop, format it. Yeah. So this is 2025, right? Where you can just flex your profits. Before it used to be cringe. Now, bro, you got that certificate, you work for it, boo boo. Flex it. Laminate it. Shit, if you still live with your parents, you got to give those certificates to your parents so they put them in that little laminate book of all your diplomas and all your attendance certificates and all your, honor rolls. Here, Ma, add one to the pile. W. My mom has my first 50K cert. I printed it. Yeah, people are like, because who else is gonna be proud of you except but your mama. Achievements, baby. Hell yeah. You know who I called the first time I ever rolled a joint? And this shit didn't fall apart? Not my mama. You know why? Because ain't no diplomas there. You don't get a fucking diploma for that shit. But if I did, I would. Mom said, son, you have 50K certification, but your bank account's at $62. And you over here trying to borrow money. Are those cells from today? Those cells are from Asian session last night. Yo. Stop barking. This guy thinks he's a dog. You're a dinosaur, moron. Over here barking. Buys here. Previous candle stops would be heavy. Did close above that little area, right? Previous. Oh, good morning. What's up? How are you, Munchkin? Where's the rest of the gang? Sleeping? Huh? Okay. Yeah, go say hi to Benny. Oh, we got the hourly level down here. We can technically just tap this area and come down. What is he? Yo, get off her shoe, bro. Yo, get off. Come on. Stop eating shoes. He's not eating it. He's bringing it to you so you could take him outside for a walk, but he doesn't understand you're 7. I know he's pushing you. He's pushing you towards his leash. Was that a dog? No, that was a dinosaur. Bennysaurus. It's a Bennysaurus. Yeah, I don't know if I like this. Also, you got to understand, right? This is where the drive came from. Drive down. So a lot of times, that's the area you tend to fill. Right? You see this clean drive? That's where we're heading back to. We want to see closures probably above there. What is he doing? Because that's his rope. He wants you to play with him. He wants you to pull the rope so he can. Yeah, he wants to pull it. don't know how you're dragging him. Off to bed. Yo, you know what we haven't checked? I think we have a red folder today, but I think it's later.
I think maybe 10 o'clock.
Yeah. Manufacturing
Then
PMI.
somebody's speaking later, so something's going on like 1 or 2.
Somebody? It's the fucking devil himself.
I didn't know it was a red folder.
Fed chair. Damn. So that's who sits on the throne right now. Right. Fed chair, pal. Damn. I'm gonna have a Powell outage at 1 p.m. Not paying my Powell bill. I'm gonna have a Powell outage. 1 p.m. Not gonna be there. My irritable pal's gonna be acting up. This is so funky. Pull back. Let's get some support going. Let's go. Drop us back down to 79.80 area. We get a little support going. We'll look to take this back up. Somebody once told you that you had a girlfriend who looked like a boyfriend? What did they tell you once? These charts look different than TradingView charts, GC1. Well, you got to go to TradingView, right? Over there. And click in the search GCQ and then the arrow next to GC1, and GCQ will be in the drop down. Capacious? Big Papa Powell the Destroyer? Yeah. He's like a Power Ranger villain. I don't know how they do that. You ever watch the Power Rangers? Every battle, they destroy half a city. With them big ass robots. Like, all the high rises are flying down, getting destroyed. And then the very next day, they're like back in high school. It's all cool. Half the city's gone. And it's every other day. It's like, well, how often you gonna destroy the city? This gets annoying. You did say it. I had Inter. I didn't think PSG was gonna take it. I had Inter. Internazionale. Just because it's cooler to say than Paris Saint-Germain or whatever it is. I got one of their old jerseys, the gray ones with the opal sign. 5-0 is crazy, yes. But for the final, biggest score gap in a Siena final in its history. Yeah, that's what PSG stands for. Power score gap. Yeah. I, Barca's funky like that. Barca. Am I pissing people off? Barca. They're they're funky like that because like they can have like they're so up and down. I don't know. They play to the competition. It's so weird. Sometimes they be having like matches that they should absolutely destroy teams, and it's like 3-2, 2-1. Like, they would have conceded 8 goals, maybe, but they would have at least scored a few. Didn't the couch for PSG just lose? What? Oh, coach. Nah, I'm not sure. I know how it's pronounced, Jay. I know. We've been over this on stream a few weeks ago. I know. That's why I said, am I pissing people off yet? Didn't you hear me say, am I pissing people off yet? Barca. Yeah, my fillet mignon also pisses people off. Yeah. And when I go to the grocery and I tell them to weigh my watermelon, that drives them crazy. Right? And no bartender ever knows what the fuck I'm talking about when I ask for a champagne. Can I have a glass of champagne? And nobody knows what the fuck I'm talking about. Or they pretend not to. Be like, the champagne. The crystal. You know? The crystal. The crystal champagne. Yeah. The champagne poppy? When you were getting the aha moments, did you get some unknown setbacks? And if so, how did you cope up? Yeah, there's always unknown setbacks because you don't know what you don't know until you find out. Until you fuck around, find out, and then you know what you didn't know. And then you learn. So how do you cope? You got to go through it. You got to experience it, and the sooner you experience bad things, the faster you can get to the good things. Today, butter chicken on the menu. Yeah, lately I've just been loving I I get a whole bunch of chicken breast. I get like 10 pounds of chicken breast, cut it up into little cubes, put it in the marinade, and I bought some nice skewers and I just throw it on skewers and I just be making chicken kebabs, right? Sometimes I even do how they do the public sandwiches? They chop up your chicken. I just go in the kitchen and I chop up the chicken, and then I make shawarmas. I got Wix 9 fast food joint going on in the kitchen. What kind of marinade? I make my own spices with butter and and garlic and mayo and just and some Dijon, just like so it's so easy. The thing is, it's so fast. It's easy and it smells great and it's very healthy for you, right? I'll cook it on a wood fire outside. I'll throw a bunch of, you know, wood into the little, what do you call them in Russian? It's called a mangal, but I don't know what it's called in English. It's a grill. It's a charcoal grill. It's and it's great because like the whole day, right? The entire neighborhood smells like barbecue. Just when you start light up, you know, when you light up the coals, it's a little like a chemical smell. But when you light up like wood chunks, they have this nice smell. And when you're cooking, you know, the meat on wood, on burnt wood instead of like charcoal, it just 5 stars, 0 permits. But did you die? And like it's cool because I get to chill outside, smoke. I make it a vibe. Do what I need to do. Yeah. Next thing you know, half the Discord is posting pictures of them fucking grilling the chicken. You try different wood. Carcal? What? What do you mean? What's carcal? Oh, charcoal. All right. Yeah. You know what I find? That if you add a little bit of cherry wood to the oak, right? I usually burn oak, like oak wood, oak trees. So I buy like the oak charcoal, but if I find that if you throw a little cherry wood, it gives it such a pleasant, sweet flavor. Specifically cherry wood. Everything else, like all the other ones, like I don't just they don't taste as like cherry. You can taste that when it's smoked. When you smoke it on cherry wood. So soon selling the Wix 9 marinade. I gotta be a lot bigger. Chat, how are we at 26.7 still? We're at 7. We're one sub away from 26.8K subs. There's 26,799 subs right now. You know how long we've been trying to get this 26.8 on it? Hold on, about to make a burner. Yeah, by the time you do that, 2 people go unsub. I feel someone from YouTube is just sitting there. It's like 26.69. Get one more. Let's delete 2 more out of there. And 3 more just for safety. We're not getting 3 more stuff. Make a new channel for long form content where call it Wix 9.5. Wix 9 3/4. Wix 9 and longer. Are we coming back down to form the support? Where would it form? Here? Or down here? Or down here? Interesting. Interesting. Benny move. Thank you. We need some liquidity. Be right back. I gotta get some liquidity. Liquidity. Huh? Give me a minute. I will. Hell yeah. Got me a border waddle. Every time I want to say something, my arm's like, shut up. You're in pain. Made the burner and subbed? Hold on. Let me refresh. Nope, still 26.7, bro. Here. Oh, what did I tell you? Right now we're at 26,797. So we lost a couple. We lost 2 since the stream started, technically. You want cereal? Okay. Chat, give me a second. Gotta make somebody cereal. That's Wix 11 over here. Give me a second. Alright, very nice. Just made a gourmet breakfast for my kids. Some high quality breakfast.
Bacon, eggs.
Nah, cereal, bro. With the marshmallows. What? Said bacon, eggs. Fuck, I look like Dunkin' Donuts on the croissant. Nah. They lucky we had cereal. Yeah, that's why they get that. You know, they got the Lucky Charms.
Yeah, but the kids, that is the best cereal. I mean, the best breakfast is cereal. They don't want nothing else.
There ain't a better cereal. That's right. Well, to the kids. Un croissant. Cereal kebabs. Just throw some fucking Lucky Charm marshmallows into the ground beef, into the ground chicken. Why the chicken gooey inside? That's the new shit. Eat up.
I think the kids are just bypassing, put the marshmallows on the stick and with, with the Lucky Charms and just roast that on the grill.
You're like, what the fuck is this? Yeah, I don't know if I need to dip that into ranch or into chocolate. What do I do? Can you put some icing on my chicken? Food country? It's a funny way to put that question.
I can answer that for you.
There's so many good
You've already
ones,
said
man.
it. You
Yeah,
said it already.
there's so many good ones. What the best for food in the Middle East,
Yeah,
man.
that's what you said. The Mediterranean, yeah.
Middle
We have a
Eastern
lot of
food,
we got a lot of air.
Mediterranean food is the best.
We got a lot of air culture here, so we get a lot of that.
Yeah.
When you was talking about shawarmas and gyros was the same thing, I was like, no, it's not. But I ain't gonna say nothing.
Well, depends where you go. It would be the same shit. If you go to a Greek place and a Turkish place and an Israeli place and you ask for a shawarma or a gyro, they're gonna give you the same shit depending on which place you go to.
Gotcha.
It's I go to an Egyptian place and get a gyro, and then I go to a Greek place and get a gyro, and then I go to an Israeli place and get a shawarma, and it'd be the same thing. Like if I take a picture of it, it looks identical. It got the same type of meat in it. Best food is Lebanese? No. No. I mean, Middle Eastern food is all good, but like if we're gonna talk specifically, ain't nothing better than the halal stand on 42nd Street in the city in Manhattan, outside of the Hilton Hotel. I've stood for 6 hours in that line that goes down 4 avenues to get a mixed platter. Middle of the city. Yeah, you get there at midnight, you're waiting till at least 3 to get a plate.
I take it y'all don't have DoorDash.
No, the halal guys don't have DoorDash.
Shit.
They got they got that good platter, dog. You want a platter, you gotta go stand in line.
DoorDash got to be standing in line. You want to charge me $100?
And eat half your food on the way. Sauce be kicking. Yeah, they got the best sauce, dog. And you can have as much as you want because they give you the plate and they got the good rice in there. I don't know if it's the Spanish rice or what it is because it's yellow, but it's halal. You know what I mean? I don't know what it is, but man, the sauce and the meat and the rice. Man, fuck this stream. I'm hungry, yo. Chat. Time to head out to New York. Dude, when I... Oh, man. About to book a flight. Live stream from the halal guy line. That's a great idea. It wouldn't be a trading stream, but that's a great idea. It'll definitely be a few hours. We'll have a few hours of content of standing in that line. Like if New York, I mean, if GTA 6 was done New York style, right, instead of Florida style, you would meet every fucking GTA 6 character in that line. Every single one. It's almost like a Walmart line at 2 a.m. or like a 7-Eleven line at 2 a.m. You ever seen those? You'd be seeing a dude in a suit. You'd be seeing a clown, a full ass clown, and you'd be seeing somebody in pajamas and a fucking and a hair fucking thing, curls. Be seeing everything at 7-Eleven at 3 a.m. Yo, we had the hourly closure here. Maybe come back up, close above the range here. Because, man, got another hour left in the 4 hour. This can pull back heavy too. I don't know. This might line up for us in about half hour. If we can get the next 2 candles come down here and form a support, it'll be amazing. Ah, my fucking arm. Someone opens another halal thing across from them, would be GG's. Nah, that ain't gonna happen. Those guys are serious. You know how that spot is like paid for generate. Like, no, you can't. You know you can't open up a stand in New York, right? You can't just be like, all right, I'm gonna sell hot dogs on this corner. Nah, those those locations, they're like there's bidding on them, right? It's like an auction, and then it's they pay crazy money for that. Fuck, my arm. Got some hemp cream. About to put on some hemp cream over here. Got this shit. Oh, fuck, give me a sec, chat. thing. It works. It works. It works. It works. Oh, it's re-breaking its own low. What did it do first? Did it create a bottom wick and then come up? Or did it come up first and now it's driving down? Ooh, the 5 respected. So what I will say is, if you re-break this, how much is the stop? This could get interesting. Yeah, you know what? It's gotta be current candle here. Right? What did it do first? It created a bottom wick, came up for this top wick, and now rebroke the low. If it rebreaks it, there's nothing to the left. Yeah. Stop so. But you know what could happen? Actually. This is amazing that we've made the bottom wick and pulled up. But you know what could happen? We could have a very quick slip down here to the actual support that brings us back up. So this would be a really quick pump, about 20 pips, just to push up immediately. Right? Because that's the hourly level. And if you push up, you're respecting it. But if you break the lows, you're breaking the hourly level. Right? Right there, actually. The hourly. Right here. But you're closing above the overall. So if you break that level after closing below the overall and you have a top wick, you could come down to these wicks. Which is where market pumps up from. So if we tap this area, I will be break even. And it will be current candle stops for under 50 pips. This makes it very easy. Wow. 48 pip stop. Expecting this to pull back to this support, right? Because that's what the market typically does, right? This is the support we see here. I think that's amazing because no harm, no foul here now at this point. We broke the low, pulled back up for a top wick. It's either going to come up back in range or a rebreak of the lows is going to take you down to this support here. Which means on this 5, we should have a limit by 4. And it also means, I got to do that on the live. Oh, broke the low. Perfect. The hourly rebroke its own low. Current candle stops. Ow, 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 ow. Ow. My fucking arm, bro. Fuck you. Full TP here, but I'm gonna be really aggressive with when we stops to break even once you re-break. Top wick first? No, we got a top wick. Technically, you got a top wick here first. You got you got a bottom wick first, came up for a top wick, and then a bottom wick again. And then a re-break of the lows. Ow, 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 ow. Do I want the 30 to create a new high? No, because you've closed below the range, below the overall, and you've created a bottom wick. So you have range, and then the next candle created a bottom wick first, which initially I didn't notice, right? But it created a bottom wick first and then made a top wick. So our mistake last week was we got in before that top wick was made. But over here, it made the bottom wick first, rebroke the lows on the previous candle, previous 5. Came up for a top wick, and that's when we had sell stops. So it was the same thing that we did last week, except we got activated before it made the bottom wick. Very little risk here though. It's a 40 pip stop. I'm not gonna let it re-break highs on this candle and continue up. See, it's this candle or nothing. Hey Munchkinito, what's up? You want breakfast too? I just gave your sister breakfast. What did you want? iPad? Does she have the iPad?
Yeah.
She has it right now?
Yes.
Who did she ask? Who let her have the iPad? Give me 1 sec, chat. Can you tell it that I said to put down the iPad? It's early. It's 9 a.m. Yeah, make sure she gives that to you in 20 minutes, okay? And then it's hers for an hour, Kai. Broke 1 iPad, you're gonna have to share. Oh my god. They got so many iPads, they're fighting over a little iPad, and it's early in the morning, man. Little brother used to pull the same exact move on you? Alright, what are we doing here? What do you mean? Take your stuff or tell on you? They're fighting over nonsense like this early in the morning. Oh, we've come up for a top wick. Oof. Because they're walking around and they're telling on each other and then they're fighting over this iPad. I'm like, supposed to be looking out for each other, right? Not really telling on each other. I don't get that. Like to me, I figure the whole point is really to look out for each other. Uh-oh. Oh. Looks like stops might be hit, and we'll be looking at the next hourly, or at the next 30 for positions. Looks like it's coming up here, but if we break the lows, I'll take that same position on the rebreak of the lows of the next candle if it does decide to come down and we hold this resistance. But if we don't, we get a strong bullish closure here, then I'll look for a rebreak of the highs. Yeah, that 15 close respecting this little area. But you can't keep anything open above here because any break of that, you have clean range to the top here. But any break of this, you have clean range to the bottom, which we expected initially. Oh. It's normal sibling behavior at the earliest, but it's so early in the morning for this that like they should not be fighting over an iPad at 9 in the morning. And like every time I gotta argue with them, it like it causes pain. It's like extra stress on my arm. I'm gonna tell these girls not to fight. They're about to brawl it out in the other room. Give me. Come on, what are you doing? Yes, just watch for now, right? And as soon as her time's up, you'll get it. Thank you. These girls, man. Stops are gonna get hit. It bounced off a support here, off that area. The 15 closed back in range after rebreaking lows. So technically it should come up. But if it rebreaks lows, then that's what I'll look for. I'll look for to redo that position if we break the lows. Oh, God. Right, if we, yeah, I know the lows are all the way down here. Chart stretched out, kind of. Why do charts look different? Oh yeah, we went over that. Looks like 5-minute wants to push back up. I mean, for entry, it did everything we wanted. It broke the lows and then created a top wick and then rebroke those lows, which is what gave us the W last week down to the support. Oh, my arm. I see these wicks here to the left. Wondering if we can come up, tap them. It's another 17 pips. It made the top wick first. Look, 1 minute. Just yeah, it made a top wick, then it broke the lows, then it rebroke the high, and then it broke the lows. Then it rebroke the lows. It's alright. It's fairly small stop. Stops under 50 pips. How often we get stops less than 50 pips? The only debate here is we can make a top wick to these highs and then come back down, but I'm going to wait for that on the next candle. So if we close like this, maybe I'll move the stops to here to make room for a top wick on the next candle. But for now, this is where we are. Notice you haven't taken any pineapples. I had a pineapple last week. 7 minutes here for NYC Open. Let's see how we close. You want this closure below here for NYC Open. That was a heavy rejection here on the previous candle. That wick back in range, left the bottom wick on the previous hourly. Not bad. Easy to manage. Yeah, I mean, like last week we were riddled with 70, 80, 90 pip stops. This year's under 50, so pretty happy. Could have pushed this over 50 on a bit of slippage here on entry. But ballpark 50 pips, it's very little risk. I don't want to be annoying, but we never re-break highs on the first top wick we made. It just want you to know so I don't misread it. Broke the lows here. Now it re-broke highs. Yeah, it never broke this top wick. So technically you would need a re-break of the low here again for it to be valid. I don't know, for some reason it looked like we made a low and then we broke highs. That's what it looked like. Not liking the bottom wick first in this 5 minute, yeah. Really focused on the higher time frame here. I'm gonna move stops to break even there. Hoping this doesn't push back up. I'm not gonna manage anything, but I'm moving stops to break even because we just re-broke lows. And oh, fuck off then. It just took me out. I don't know how the live account hit. I thought I moved them to this. Yeah. Yeah, that hit BE. It made no sense to hold it again once the lows rebroke. Right? You're expecting a rebreak of the lows and a heavy push. And oh, let's get rid of this. Whack. Because, like, it's likelier to still run down, right? But there's nuances here on a smaller time frame that I don't like the 5 minute we just spoke about that had no top wick, right? It looks great on the higher time frame, especially as it rebreaks that low, but there's absolutely no way I can leave that without running the stop to BE with the opening we had. And with the rebreak of the low. Like at that point, it either runs or once again comes back up, takes you out for a heavy push up. Remove my limit. I mean, we attempted it. We gave it a chance to push down heavy. 3 minutes. You got 3 minutes and she gives you the iPad. You're almost there. You almost survived. You need 3 more minutes. I mean, you did survive. a little tough. Hold on. So if we go to the hourly level, which is right here, even the 30, right? That level's right here. Wait, hold on. Now let me not move that. Let me move it back and let me add another one. So the smaller time frame attempted to come down and held the hourly. You'd want to break of that high. You don't want to re-break out a low now. You're back up in range. It would get really good. Re-break out a low, it's establishing a level here. I mean, not re-break out a low, back below 3380. Not re-break out a low, closure below 3380. Would make things difficult because then you have to wait for this whole wick to be filled before you can start looking for positions. A break at a highs is a support being formed, and you can start retesting the highs here. How can I help you? What's up? Oh, you want to get in the camera? Here, go say hi. You want to go play with him? Because this is why he's here. He wants somebody to play with. This dog, man.
Let's go. Let's go.
You're always on top of me.
Let's go.
I give you one hello. I give you one chance to say hello this morning. Let's go. Say hello. High five. High five. Let's go. Let's go. All right. All right. All right. That's it. That's it. One high five. We agreed. All right. All right. Take him. Take him.
Okay, then.
Take him. We agreed on one high.
Let's go.
Oh, thank you. All right. Take him outside. He doesn't know the meaning of stop. He's a boxer? No, he's a XO bully. He's literally a bully. He behaves like a bully. Just taking advantage of everything and everyone. Oh, wow, this is pumping down again. With the no... So, I guess this level was correct. Look at that. No top wick, straight down off that level. Ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Yo! You're biting me, bro. NYC volume, is that what it is? Yeah, NYC open now. Stop. Stop biting.
I mean, get the paw.
Bro, this guy. Stop. Look, let's... Hold on a second, gang. He's... Ah! He's gnawing on my leg.
Buddy, let's
Go outside. Go in the pool. There's nobody in the pool, bro. You want to hang out with him out here? He wants to go for a walk. As soon as I'm done, you're going to go for a walk with me? All right, walk normally. Please. Say that again? Okay. I got so lucky my broker disconnected, couldn't move stops to BE. Yeah, but like I've been lucky like that also once, and I was like, thank God. And then one time you get unlucky, and it's not worth all the luck in the world. One unlucky time is not worth all the good luck in the world. This is pure fugger. Like, look, this is messing with you. There's no reason for it to hold here when it breaks that. Look, careful, my arm. No reason for it to hold here. right? It broke that low. This is clean range. 99 out of 100, you fill that immediately, right? No reason to hold here. Also clean range. Like, why? We just hell broke that low. Like 99 out of 100, this candle comes straight down. If you're seeing all this, earmuffs, baby, earmuffs. If you're seeing all this fuckery, yeah, you don't want to be in there. Buys up valid. Here's the thing. I was expecting a pullback on the 4-hour, right, for the next candle. So I figured we were going to close bearish here, and the next candle opens up bottom wick somewhere at these areas, 33.70. And then we go up, right? Because if we keep pulling back down here, that would make sense for the 4-hour, right? If we close bullish somewhere over here on the 4-hour and the next 4-hour bottom wick to these areas, maybe on the 1-hour, on the 30, on the 15, we get a support here at 33.70 and we push back up. That's what I was looking for. Yo, how can I help you?
I was making a bird sound.
You were making a bird sound? Say it again. That's your bird sound? Does your bird sing? Ba, ba, ba.
That's a bird sound.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where she gets it. She's outside right now. You're not a chicken, I know. You're not a chicken. You're a bird, yes, you're a bird. You're a bird. That's what he told his girl in the notebook, and then she married a different dude. You didn't marry anyone? No, of course you didn't. You're 5. You're not allowed to marry anyone ever. I got 3 letters for you. What letters? N, U, N. It's actually 2 letters, but it's 3 of them. It's a 3-letter word. Do you know what N-U-N spells?
Yes.
What does it spell? Huh? None? You know what that means? No? Why are you laughing and giggling? You're going to understand this conversation in 20 years, and you ain't going to be giggling. And back to bird noises. You're going to wake up the neighborhood rooster, and then we're all screwed. Then we're all screwed, because he ain't going to shut up the entire day. But yeah, I can't. The way she laughs, it just makes me want to laugh. All right, it's NYC open. We're re-breaking highs here, but the previous candle closed below. That's not a bear. That's a panda. That's Drizzle. The previous candle closed below, so I'm going to wait for a closure back up above here. And when we can close above, instead of having this chop, because this is ugly right here, these last 3 candles, we will look for more positions to retest the highs. It's a nice break of the highs, but still no closure above, and we broke the previous candle lows, so oh, you think this is funny? You think it's funny? You think this is funny? All right, now you know what? Here, you host it then. Here, you host the show. You can host the show now. Go. Go. What's the difference between with this closing below and our previous trade? The 1 hour candle also closed above support. We never closed below. No, right now this is closing below the 15. Right? Previous candle closed below the 15, the 30 level that we had marked out.
Look at the camera.
It's actually honestly the 15 level.
Look at the camera.
Give me 1 second, baby. Right? This was the 15 level. Now that we've closed, we're starting to establish this as a level, right? Bullish closures. Stop, stop, stop. I can't see. Please, you're messing with my vision. Probably look at it like this now that we've held there. Come on, it's hard for me to control the mouse. Have a seat next to me. Yeah, once we're breaking highs here, we're holding the support of. I'm gonna move this down here, 33.80. That's the level here. Stop! You're making chicken noises and people hear you. It'd be wild if YouTube starts pushing this stream because of her chicken noises. PMI 11. Oh, red folder. Not 11 minutes. 21 minutes. 21. Can you please stop? Thank you. Come here. Give me a hug. Love you. Go see if Benny's okay. Where is he? What is he doing?
Outside.
He's outside?
Yeah, laying down.
Let me go check it out. So at 10 a.m. Yeah, in 20 minutes. 20 minutes from now, we have a red folder. 19. God, this is just ugly right here. And I don't have 33.80 as a level until it actually just printed here, right? Until these candles start closing bullish here. I either have a level here where we close below it, right? Or I have a level here. But I don't have, or I mean on the hourly right there, but I don't have a level here until we start closing here. So I can't read that. As it's happening, I'm reading that as a closure below the range and a celery play on the break of the lows here too. Hold on, I gotta go turn off the chicken. I gotta turn off the chicken that's running around my office. I said if you put your feet in the water, don't worry, he's not gonna bug you. He's used to it now. Feet in the water. Feet in the water, children. Feet. Over here singing slave songs. $150 pip retracement. I mean, yeah, NYC open, but I get that the break of the highs right after the break of the slow makes our case stronger, but it's really tough if you're at that moment looking like this, right? If I'm seeing this, I'm seeing closures below the range. We're respecting resistance. So 4-hour closes in 15 minutes, and we have a 4-hour level that we're getting to. Oh, fuck off. This level shouldn't even be here. Yo, I don't even know what exercise I can do. Or what kind of stretch I can do. Well, that closed with no top wick. This guy. Hold on. I'm coming. What's he pissed at? Yo. Benny. Benny. Ow.
He's eating the wall.
Yo. Dummy. Bit me.
He's eating
He's not eating the water. He's pissed that it's moving. Alright, that's it. Nah, don't splash him. Don't splash him. He's gonna get pissed.
I see his face.
No, don't. Pet him. You can pet him like that, yeah. Good boy. Good boy.
He just sniffed the water. And put his nose in the water.
Benny's knows best. Careful, cause careful, he doesn't like that. I mean, I get that it's NYC, but damn. Yeah, that's what we wanted for this correction. But damn, that shit pushed up. RP the beast, 33.90. Nice.
Bunny hurt.
He hurt you?
Yeah.
What did he do? He bit you?
No.
Why he jumped?
Pushed me, but I didn't even open the
Oh, but he didn't mean to push you. He just ran by you.
He pushed me and then scratched.
Jerk. Tell him that's not nice. Wicks in the previous trade, why you didn't wait for the 30? Create a top wick? We did. Or in my opinion, it did. It had a top wick. It's not like we took a trade with no top wick. But I thought it created the bottom wick first, then the top wick. Apparently it created the top wick and then the bottom wick. And then came up and then rebroke the lows. A band-aid? Why? Is it bleeding? It's red? No, that's just a scratch. You don't need a band-aid for that. You need it to air out. You're going to forget about it in 30 seconds. You don't need one. You want one to play out? Go look on the bar because a bluey? All right. Difference between making a bottom wick first, typically to create a range on that in that situation, right? You want the bottom wick first, and then if you break, and then you want it to come up, and then you want a re-break of the low because you made an attempt to drive up and failed, right? And if we come up, make a top wick first, then we want a break of the previous candle low, not the current low. Where if we make a bottom wick first, then re-break the highs, and then re-break the low, I can use the current candle low. More people at the Zoom door. Yeah, that's a negative. Oh yeah, no, there's one person. Sorry. Thank you. So we have a 15 level here. Yeah.
See, there's blue.
Oh, you put it on there? It's very nice. Good job. Very pretty. Great job.
Just a square one. We don't have any.
Well, that one is good. I like that one. I like the square one. So we got an hourly level at 33.91. And we have a 15-minute level at 33.95.
Could I have the iPad now?
Yes, you can. Hold on. Let me go tell Kyle. I think you were on episode 7 or 6. Hey, go outside. What? What? So funny. I walked back into my office and the little one is yelling from the other side of the house, "Close the door to your office." Cuz I always tell her, "Hey, close the door to my office." So she's being a smart ass. She's 5. She's yelling, "Close the door to your office." Don't tell me to do that. You close the door to my office. What's going on? Is the news priced in here? Why are we pushing like this before the red folder? I feel like the news is going to drop and we're just going to stop. The fucking screen's going to explode when the news drops. What are you doing? Nancy Pelosi all over this bitch right now. This is the Nancy Pelosi candle. This is the Nancy setup. NP. She's riding this whole thing up right now. Hey, what's up? You're up. I know you've been up, but you're up out of bed. Get dressed. I'm taking you to school. What are you looking at me like that for? Go get dressed. School time. Tanya's in the street. Did she get a signal from Nancy? Yeah, need a pullback to support. Let's see what it do. 3 minutes for news. What's up, Damon? Dad and kids, family. I'm gonna see all of them after the stream. News about ISM manufacturing PMI. Level of diffusion index based on surveyed purchasing managers in the manufacturing industry. Why do we care? Why do traders care? It's a leading indicator of economic health. Businesses react quickly to market conditions, and their purchasing managers hold perhaps the most current and relevant insight into the company's view of the economy. Does that answer your question? Oh, you want this? I got you. And do me a favor. Close the door to my office. That one. Oh, you're staying here? Okay. What? I have no idea what you just said. Huh? Where is it? I didn't take it. Huh? Well, that means, oh, it's by the TV. I moved it by the TV for the movie yesterday. Doesn't sound important. It's so funny. Nah, that don't really sound important. That ain't it, Chief. We find better folders. Why did this is NYSE open, I guess, right? 270 pips. So yeah, maybe the news isn't that important in relation to the NYSE open here. Word, it ain't no Schmidt show. Non-farm FTW. Four to 5 seconds. Okay, folks. Buying sell limits? Yeah. Roger's legacy lives on. It's time! I don't know how, like, the fucking wicks just magically appeared while I blinked. Pretty crazy. I didn't see any wicks. I blinked and I see wicks up and down. It's crazy. We gotta go to the nanosecond chart. Where do they do that at? It does look a bit different on the broker here. On MT5, actually, it looks a bit different. Yeah, this wick on this current candle comes down lower on MT5. Bad numbers across the board for all three folders. Good for gold. So NYSE, maybe? Yeah. I mean, NYSE over this, maybe this was priced in, this bullish push. With the NYSE volume and now the news continuing up. You think Powell speaking is what pushed? I think it's a combination of the news or the expectation of the news plus the NYSE volume altogether. First of the month. Well, first day of the month, right? First trading day of the month. Your MT5 no bottom wick. My MT5 has a steeper bottom wick than I do on TradingView by like 2 or 3 pips. Indices are retracing. Yeah, I would like to see a close respecting 33.94 here. Right? Get a bearish candle, but respect of that, then we look good on the break of the highs. You are correct, Jay. But we do want to see this retrace a bit. Oh. Once we see this retrace, and once we see this push down, we can look for a rebreak of the highs. Let's see what happens. But that's good, right? The retracement here, bounce off support. We'll start looking to set some position. Ooh, that's the hourly and the 4-hour level. Interesting. This is going to be interesting because right now that's a 70 pip stop, 65. Holy shit, really? I don't know. Let's see. If it gives us a bottom wick or not. A rebreak of the lows here, I think, will set buy stops. Because at that point, we'll have a bottom wick, and if it starts breaking highs, we're going to see a steeper drive. So let's see if we can rebreak the lows to set some buy stops. 4 hours closed heavily bullish. We've already filled this wick, but if we break the lows and then re-break highs, we're going to fill the rest of the range. Or that would be the expectation. By the way, go comment on my very last reel on IG. We're going to use that to do the giveaway today. We're going to give away a 50K funded. Not a 25. Not a 30. Not a 35. Not a 40. Not a 45. And give away a 50K funded here. Yeah, we gave away a 50K yesterday. We're going to give away a 50K today again. I told you guys on Friday because we weren't able to do it on Friday, right? I said it was a 25K on Friday, but we'll do it next week and it'll be 50. And the odds are really stacked in Eddie's and Kenny's favor here. Because for some reason, they've had the most wins. I don't know. They must be working on, like, at the chat GPT backend. Hey, the backend. Which one of y'all work in the backend? Insider raffling. So the news is already priced in. Depends how this pushes. Maybe it It retraces the move up here, and then yeah, you could say it was priced in. Rumors that Powell is resigning today? Yeah, hot chance. This is so personal. He's not resigning. He's gonna stay here until like as much as he can, just to piss Trump off. Because what is he going to do? He's going to resign, and then Trump's going to talk shit about him, and he's not going to have a chance to answer. This way he could just... He's relevant. If 1 hour crosses highs... Yeah. I think if we start breaking highs there, it's definitely a possibility. I wish this 15 can close like this, and then the next 15 bottom we're going to drive up. Or let's come down to the support here. Broke the lows, yeah. Bouncing off this little support. See, we might get the 15 closing like this. I will have buy stops. 3 minutes. The price looks pretty different on MT5 right now and TradingView. Where this level? Yeah, stops would be 100 pips. But you can get a bottom wick on the next candle. Probably use the next candle for stops. Or we come down and form a support. Ow. This fucking arm. What's up, Nix? Let this 15 close, and we might have some possible buy stops. Run to the bathroom real quick. Got 90 seconds. No, can you close that? Close the door, please. Just in. Holy shit, we're pushing up. 15 closed. All right, buy stop time. 15 closed. Buy stoppy. Buy stoppy. Made that bottom wick. We broke the lows on the hourly. On the 30, the 15 closed. And I think a bullish closure here is even better than the bearish one because it bounced off this support already. How much room do we have to go here? What's he doing?
Papa,
What's up?
Will is still alive.
Who?
Will
Will is still alive?
Mhm.
Yeah, I remember something like that.
On the episode, so he was laying down in his castle buyers.
Castle buyers? Yeah, that's what they call it.
And he was Will was singing his favorite song.
That's interesting.
But then it was growling, and then the Demogorgon came, and then
The Demogorgon came?
and then it
Stop, Benny.
and then it just crashed the
Nice. Go ahead, you're missing it. You're missing it. Tell me what happens. Just watching Stranger Things. They were watching it before bed last night, and now they're watching it here. Will it be? Oh, we're activated here. Is there a 5 I can use here? There's nothing else I can use here. This support. I think the most normal stops would have to be the current 30. Stuff. But we did everything. We got a support. We rebroke highs, broke the previous hourly, previous 30, previous 15. We broke everything. We've closed bullish, bounced off a support here. I think we might need to have a bit of a steeper stop, but or let's see if we can rebreak highs here. Can we push up? It's a strong push on the hourly there. Once we rebreak highs, I'll go break even here. I'm going to move stops to BE. We rebroke the highs. Make this risk free. No, come on. It's gonna fucking hit B. Rebreak highs, bitch. I tried to close partials on the live account and it retraced right as I closed them. That sucks. That closed me for 2 pips. Yeah, I saw 11 pips. I closed partials and it closed for 2 pips. Got really close to that level. Yeah, B hit on the live. Fuck you too then. You going too fast to BE? Maybe. But then again, we have no top wick on this closure, right? This can come right back in range. We have no top wick on this closure. It could come back in range. And we saw this on the 5 yesterday, right? The 5 or day before. Sorry, a couple of days, Thursday, right? 2 pips. I know, 2 break evens. Right, we saw this on the 5. Like it broke the highs. Every time frame looked good, but that 5 closed no top wick. That first outside the range, and it came down heavy. But you could be right, right? This could continue up. The higher time frames, look at how pretty this looks. The higher time frames obviously look like we should continue heading up here. Just small little indications. Like, for me, I just really like catching the volume candle, the candle that pushes heavy, right? And that's why I go break even, because it's either, you know, risk free or we're going to push heavy. I don't know, man. That 5 here was actually scary. Now you have this 5. I don't know. Higher time frames are in your favor. So yeah, I would not bet against the higher time frame. Say this is coming down. No, it's still likelier to come up. But these little nuances keep me out. It's also hard for me to like sit here and be extra focused when I'm feeling just live pain. This is a live stream and I'm in live pain. You guys must be hating to hear this every fucking day for weeks already. But I'm sorry, I'm in pain. You reckon that's the last idea for the day? Depending on what this candle does, I'm not sure how it's going to print. But that should have been the drive. We've attempted the drive twice. It rebroke highs and it just pulled back. Right? It can still drive now, but like that's not the position I planned for. I planned a rebreak at a highs and then a heavy push to resistance. Sometimes we get them, sometimes we don't. Who are they? Let me ban them. No, I'm pretty sure everyone here is pretty cool and understands. I just know personally, like I hate it when somebody complains all the time. Like, yo, stop complaining and do something about it. So I'm over here complaining, but can't do anything about it right now.
Well, it's your stream, so you can complain all you want. If people aren't happy, they know they can just go somewhere else. But yeah, you know, you're too nice. You're too nice about it. But yeah, hopefully the peptides start taking effect by the end of this week. And
I
you get back on
thought they
track.
were, because the pain is getting like it's slowly going up my arm, right, and getting duller. But then there's like moments like half hour ago, like it just was a sharp pain. I couldn't think for a second. I had to get up. I walked outside, sat down in the heat, in the sun. Just closed my eyes and sat there.
Felt good?
I mean, it's a good thing, right? You could have said we closed early here on the sells, but then that would have been a full stop, right? We could have said we closed early here, but is this the position you planned for? Not really. Not to be at an entry here, price here. Right? You planned for this to be a straight drive up and never coming back down here, so this isn't the position I planned for either. Right, so did we really close early, or did we get out when the position is no longer the one that we planned for? Ah. There's a support at 33.94 that this could head down to, right? Oh, yeah. We might see it come down to this blue line again. Not really support, it was a resistance that could turn support. I love to know the statistics on when it drives and we close earlier compared to when we let it run and it doesn't drive. I mean, yeah, let it run, you know, sample size on your side. But we didn't even see much here. What did we see? I didn't see 17 because it slipped a little, so maybe like 15, 13. You and Nick almost take the same trades. You guys took same 2 trades. Only difference, he's still in this. What did he take? Nick probably had the break of this right here, right? Similar, yeah. He probably had the support formed right here. And then the break of the bearish candle at support, right? So yeah, I would still be in this too, because he's technically, well, I don't know if I would, because that would have hit BE. Well, it depends, because if you take it here, maybe your stops are here. Right on the break of that high. I can see that. You know, I took the same 15. Took it off the 15. Break of the highs. Well, then he might win, and we got to beat, or he might lose. I don't know. Hope he wins then. Let's hope this rides up then. I was hoping this rides down because I'm out of it because it took me out, but let's hope he wins. So let's hope this rides up for him. But we spoke about this earlier, right? This candle was creating a high. I said as we come down, break the lows, make a steeper bottom wick, we'll have buy stops. And then we made a steeper bottom wick. We didn't really break the highs, and we just wanted a closure above 33.91. We initially was thinking about a bearish closure as it was coming down, as long as it respects support. But a bullish closure is even better. Bounced off. We should head to our TP faster. It's still a bullish 30 close here. This is still good. It's still bullish 30 above the range. This might flip bearish, give you a bottom wick, and then a rebreak of the highs will take you to the promised land. If you guys are in buys here, you guys should still be good. I'm just debating right now if we can get in, if we can come down here, if we can probably get in again. But I'm gonna need a steeper bottom wick here. If we can get a small rebreak out of lows here, I'll set a buy stop on the high. If it can come down steeper. Or it just might run right now. This looks good. I just want a steeper bottom wick here. So support. Calm down. I want it to drive off this area right here. A previous resistance. Driving way lower. I wanted this candle to just tap this area, and then we can start looking at the break of the highs. Calm down. Let's go, baby. It rebreaks the lows, we'll have a buy stop here on a rebreak of the high. If it just continues up, then that's the idea. Come on. Come on. Jamali! Jamal! Damn, that looked like it was going to re-break that low. Break the low. It's got this little shoulder area it's struggling at here. See to the left? You can break this low and come down. Or you could just drive straight up heavy. Either or. But if it breaks the lows, that's going to be the attempt to drive down. And then the re-break of the highs is going to be our position to drive up heavy. Just fucking break the lows. Let's fucking go here. All right, buy stops on the rebreaks of the highs.
Broke the highs. The 30 rebroke its own high. All right, we filled those wicks to the left. I'm moving my stops to B. Stops got to go to B here. It tapped that wick to the left. I don't care if it taps me in, taps me out. I'm fine with that. If it breaks down here, I don't want to be a part of it. I gave it a chance on the rebreak of the low to push heavy here. So let's go. Push up. It rebroke the high again. Oh, fuck you. Damn, it flipped the 30 back bearish. Yo, what is going on? Hey, flip the 30 back bearish for a second.
So limit wicks.
Oh. Yeah, you're right. Yo. Let me delete on my live account. I don't like these wicks to the left, right? This area to the left. We can tap this and plummet down heavy. So as we rebroke the high, I'm expecting a quick pump. I'm not expecting this 15 to all of a sudden come down here. And then it did. All right. I'm annoyed. We're right at our original entry here on the break of these highs. But I'm not looking for a break of this high. I wanted the rebreak and the advantage point here so we could drive up. From here, there's really to this area, there's nothing. There's 10 pips. God, that's annoying. We didn't have a single time where we rebroke highs and pushed. We've pushed back every single time. And then I gave it a second chance on the rebreak. I gave our position a second chance there on the rebreak of the current 30. We got a better entry than we did, and it still came back and took us out on the rebreak of the highs. I hope this shit comes down now. I don't want this shit to run up. It took me out so many times. I want it to come down. And to me, I'm not managing risk quick here because these areas are too funky. There are trades where like it's clear, right? It's heading there, and I don't need to manage risk there. But with these wicks, these areas to the left. And there's closures here too. You see these wicks top out. It's just a lot of, there's no clean drive here. Over here to the left. That was if this was the last thing we've seen. Right, but we have this and we have all this chop right here. Like look at these 15 wicks. So if you look at it the way I see it, right? A head and shoulders forming as we're seeing this. And then as we tap this area, that's where I go break even. We had interest here. Because if it taps this area and comes back down, that would make sense as well. And then it took us out, and now it's pumping. Such is life, but such is my risk management. 3 positions, 3 break evens. Right, it would make sense for this to break. Celery play. Even now that it tried to push up, it still didn't break and still pulling back. What's the indices doing? Jay, you looking at them?
Yep, I always have them up on different charts, but they retraced everything, almost everything that they did today, and now they're just barcoding.
Oh, they pulled back up?
Oh yeah, they pulled it all the way back up. So on the
Wow. So
news that happened,
this
they
gives me
dropped.
the feeling that this is gonna come down if the indices pulled all the way back up.
Yeah, yeah. On the news, it dropped. They both dropped for the news that was read the numbers, so it made sense. They dropped as soon as they dropped on that 1 minute candle, they popped all the way back up. So they dropped 100 points on Dow Jones,
Mm-hmm.
and then from there it pushed all the way back up, 275 points.
Jeez.
Right now it's just barcode. Yeah, and on the Nasdaq, the push back up was obviously a little bit less, 185 points. But right now it's just
We haven't really had
yeah.
a push down here though. If they pushed up, this should push down.
The move that we had on gold previous to that was kind of similar on the indices.
But they both went up?
No, when gold went up the 250 pips,
Yeah.
that's when Dow Jones and Nasdaq dropped.
Right. But
And
they retraced since. This hasn't retraced.
correct, and it retraced almost to the highs of the NYSE Open,
I got
almost to
you.
the highs. Yeah, and now they're just oddly it's slowing down. Basically, you know, it's just I don't think there's going to be much more volume at this point.
Watch gold be like, hold my beer. Oh man. I gave it so many tries. I trusted you. Damn. Need a trade of 30 pips? Asian has been fucking really good to us. Asian has been feeding us. And back down. This thing just does not want to break. I feel like the next candle might just open up straight down. It's hourly. This chop sucks. What I need for sells? This is so bullish. I need heavy drive down, push back up to resistance. We buys only. Buys only. Above 34.08, or we push back down to 33.94 area.
If it breaks the highs, are you still looking for something? If we get
Not
a bottom
here.
wick on the 15?
Not here, not in this chop. I'm gonna need a whole new range created. I gave it 2 chances on the rebreaks of highs, and it held. If it wants to drive now, let it drive. I think we can rebreak this high and come down. We can rebreak this high and have a heavy push up, but I'd want it to rebreak that high and tell me if it's gonna plummet down or up, and then I'll look for positions. At this point, let it do what it does. Let it actually play out. Leave this area wherever it chopped around.
So you're still staying on till 11 or past it?
11:15. I gotta run. I gotta.
Yeah, me too.
I got a
That's what I'm asking.
long
Yeah.
day. I think at 11, we'll see. We'll see if we can stay on. If there's potential for a position, or I'm gonna call it.
Okay, cool. Oh yeah, yes. Take advantage. Drop a like. Would be appreciated.
Yeah, drop a like. That's the least we ask for. It's the least you can do. Drop a like, sub to the channel. It's the least. It's only 2 clicks for you. You drop a like, you sub. That's all we ask for. But we gave it 3 tries, 3 attempts, and all 3 attempts today gold came back to break even. So we need to wait for the next catalyst for volume and some closures. So timing to line up with our setups or with our narrative. Oh, yeah, the 50K giveaway, by the way. Yes, let's do that now. Let's do the 50K giveaway. You were supposed to go and comment on my last reel, the very last reel that I had on IG. Or are you supposed to go comment on it? Okay, to be entered, and we'll run the giveaway right now. Hold on. Um, okay. All right, if you haven't already commented, I'm taking up your entries right now. Give me one sec, chat. All right, let's do this giveaway. Let's do it. The winner is
Options.
W.
Congrats, bro.
I'll take that W all day long. Good shit, options. Damn, not a single rigged comment? You guys are too nice. Yo, options, you know what you gotta do. So congrats on the 50K. DM me with your, or you can reach out to me on Discord, whatever you want. With your full name and your email. All right. Full name and email, and a 50K account is headed your way. W. Ah, this friggin' arm. Get a life, Pain. Get a life. What did we just say? The next 15 might come straight down. This next 15 coming straight down. Wow. Big pump down. Come on. Give it to me. Nothing looked good. I gotta make a phone call. I still have not broken. Like, this is the 1 minute chart. This is just, it's sitting here. There's been no pushes whatsoever. Wow. Yeah, I mean, 5 minutes from now, we're most likely going to call this. This isn't the price action you want to see. This has been pretty ugly. All right, congrats to options on a 50K account. Congrats to, wait, who was it? Sam won yesterday. All right, congrats to the 50K account winners. We had 3 positions today, 3 breaking. Oh, let's update the record. 139 break evens. Jeez. 3 real quick. Let's get rid of the cells from yesterday. Boom, 3 Bs today. And yeah, let's close it out. Let's call it a session. It's been pretty ugly here. It's going to take a while for more positions to set up. Make sure you go get your top 1 futures accounts and show up tomorrow with your instant funded accounts ready to trade. Don't get no challenge accounts. Go get an instant funded account. Show up tomorrow. Make sure you're ready to trade. I think the current deal is 45% off, something like that. And is it 40 with Wix or is it 45 with code Wix? It's one of those two, right? So
40.
make sure 40. So go get them. It's 40% off, and you have no daily loss limit as an add-on for free. You don't have to pay for it. All right. Get it. Make sure you're ready to go when we're trading tomorrow. If you're part of the Signal channel, go get them so you're ready to go tonight, because we're going to be trading in the Signal channel. I'm going to be leaving right now. There's probably going to be no more trades for the morning, but because I just got off the phone and I got to go. But Asian session, we will be trading live in the Signal channel, so make sure you're ready to go by then. And I'll see you guys tonight. All right. Well, I'll see the Signal channel tonight. Everybody else, I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, Zoom gang, thank you for spending the morning with me. See you guys in the clubhouse side of things. Mods, thank you. As always, we got a couple of new mods, by the way. If you guys remember, Kenny and Los. Mr. Carl and Kenny. Kenny and Carl. How cool. All right, yep, gotta go. So, thank you, mods. Chat, love and wisdom to you all. Signal channel, we'll continue this tonight during Asian session. All right, as for me, my time here is up. And just like that, another New York session is in the books. Take care of yourselves, everybody. Yourselves, your family. Neuter your pets. Cut your toenails. I'll see you tomorrow. Later. My arm.